Hello and welcome to this new training video about Application Code Manager and the Nestlé Engineering Automation Toolbox version 7. In this video, we will explain you how to instantiate motors in the code generator ACM. In terms of motors, our standard library has 5 different types. So the motor direct, so only one direction, one speed. Motor two speed, which is only one direction but two speed, high and low. The motor reverse, so only one speed, but can go forward and reverse. We have the generic variable frequency drive direct, which goes in one direction, but variable speed, and the VFD reverse, so the two directions, forward and reverse, with a variable. So now let's go to the ACM tool with the element list, the Excel file. Let's browse to the motor direct tab. Here we have a pump 2403, so let's instantiate it. Right-click on my didactic controller, add new, expand motors. I have here my motor direct version 05. Click next. As descriptions, product return. I can see it from my Excel file. Plant PU and PSU is 24. Finish. Here, as ISA code, I have all the drop-down list of the different ISA code. So I select pump, and the item number is 03. As specific attribute for the motors, you can select if you have a thermal overload signal, if this signal is direct or reverse. You can select the on switch or on with the same properties if the signal is reverse or direct. Then there is two timers for the start transit fault and stop transit fault that are set at 5 seconds. You can modify it. As optional diagnostics, we have the traditional secure process interlocks as well as statistics. And finally, it is the I/O mapping. Click Finish. And the device is created in my motor direct here. Let's see if we have variable frequency drive direct. So I have this pump 2104, which is for the raw material filling. So right click to my didactic controller, add new, expand motors, VFD direct, create a new one. As descriptions, it is raw material filling. It belongs to the PU2 PSU1. It has as ISA code pump, as item number 04. You can specify if you have an analog speed feedback information. If you set to true, you have an additional I/O list mapping. If there is a thermal overload, so you can set to true. Excuse me, true. If the signal is direct or reversed, the same for the on switch on, like for motor direct. And then we have the start transit fault timer preset and the stop transit fault timer preset. Both are set to 5 seconds. You can change it. And then you have the scaling for the control value. So if you want to control the CV as engineering unit from 0 to 100%, you can set, for example, your CV row min. If you are using flex IOs and a wired drive and not on Ethernet IP, you can put 34,840. The same for the PV EU. So that's the feedback signals. So from 0 to 100% with a min row to 0 and 30,840. Of course, here you can map as well the data from an Ethernet IP device. Then the optional diagnostics for the secure interlock, process interlock statistics. Click finish. And it's done. For the training purpose, let's instantiate as well a motor reverse and motor 2-speed. So I go to my didactic, right click, add new. No. So didactic, add new, motors. Here is my motor 2-speed, so let's start with this one. So here's the description, I will put training purpose. Right click, I will put it into my PU2 and PSU2, 4, sorry. As ISA code, I can show you, I can create, select another one. We'll put a 99 as a time number. I will keep, you can see that we still have the options of the thermal overload on switch on, the preset of timers, the secure process and statistic as diagnostics, and the IO list mapping, and click finish. So now that we have done motor 2-speed, let's do the motor reverse. So right click, expand the motors, motor reverse, next. The same training purpose. Here as plant unit, plot subunit, I will select my 24. I will select another ISA code as example, 98 as code, as the item number, sorry. Then we have the same specific attributes as before for motors, the same optional diagnostics, and we have our IO list mapping. So click finish. So that's for the motors. Let's do the VFD reverse, and new, expand motors, VFD reverse this time, next. Same description, training purpose. Select the plant unit, plant subunit. It's quite repetitive. Select an ISA code. Give an item number, 97. And here you can see that we have again the same specific attributes than for the VFD direct. We have the optional diagnostics and then the IO list mapping. Click finish. And now we can see that the VFD reverse has been instantiated. This is how you can instantiate motors and VFDs with ACM based on our automation library from Nestlé. Thank you.